All right, I'm like way behind on doing this, but this will be the last one, given as of today, officially 2 weeks from the race. Who knows exactly where I'll be at this point? Probably running, I hope, unless things really turn on me. But yeah, so last little video. I don't really have any good videos. I've done a terrible job videoing my training, whatever. So I'm just gonna show everybody, what I've been up to the last 6 weeks or so. So I think we've taken a peek at up four, but September was a pretty tough month. Lots of stuff going on in terms of training. Definitely was tough. But hey, got through it, and now I feel like physically I'm as prepared as I'm going to be. So now it's just about getting through the next 2 weeks. Hopefully well rested, well fed. Talk about that in a little bit. And yeah, just doing the damn thing. So you can see some pretty serious ramp ups here. Um, of going, you know, run, bike, ramping up. I did a brick this weekend in September. Actually did swim more than that, and I went and swam out in a lake. So I got open water swim in, which was good. I felt good. I was hitting about the same pace as I do in the pool, which is always a good sign. I was with the Atlanta Tri Club. I guess they do it like once a month. They go out and swim, which was nice. I'm trying to just look up the name of this lake. It was Northwest Lake Altoona. Pretty nice. Got the wetsuit going, felt good. Um, so did that, then went and biked, and then really just you know a couple big time weekends, 80 miles bike, 70-mile run, 90 and 18, and then finally did my big one, 100 miles on the bike and 20 miles running. Got dangerously close to getting into Alabama on that bike ride. Was within 5 miles of the state line between Georgia and Alabama. Um, a little tempted to carry on and just say I rode to Alabama, but I so desperately wanted to turn around at that point, knowing I had 50 miles to get back to my car that I didn't. Um, Also, this path I've been driving on, I've mentioned it, the Silver Comet Trail. It's great, but I've learned over the last 6 weeks that once you get about 35 miles out, it gets really hilly. So it was killing me. I'd get out there and then just be hills for the last 15 miles, turn around, hills, and then get back to being a pretty flat, a couple small gradients up and down, but pretty flat the rest of that. So I had been riding like, oh, this trail's great, it's nice and flat. The Ironman course is going to be primarily flat, given it's in Panama City, kind of right near the water. But hit some kind of nasty hills out there getting towards Alabama. But I guess it's good practice. And then I've kind of, I've hit that peak and I've started to tamper down. So here I am on the 18th, 10-mile run today. Bike's getting its final tune-up service right now, new chain on. Nothing, nothing wrong with it, but just getting it tuned up. And so hopefully get that back bike tomorrow, or I'll have the stationary bike. And then, pretty, another week of just bringing it back down. And then you see just all about recovery and chilling, getting into race week. Um, this is where I need to figure out what I'm going to eat and get it locked in. So Val, my compatriot here, that's also doing this race, um, basically told me I should get my nutrition sorted out because I'd have a better race. She's probably right. So I don't know. I've read a bunch of stuff, but then I never actually act on it. When I bike, I think I do okay. I take my gels, same gels I have in the course, about one every hour. I've got an electrolyte drink that has some carbs in it as well, basically sugar. Decent job on the bike, but when I run, I don't take anything with me. Like I just hit water fountains. So I have not really practiced eating while running, but I'm gonna wing that a little bit. But I'm going with at least a game plan of, hey, I want to hit these aid stations and in theory, this is what I want to eat. But everybody's got a plan until they don't. So we're gonna see what happens. But I'm trying to stick to that on the bike of maybe like more like every 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just to stay fueled, knowing I've got to get to the run after that. But last time I took definitely too much, I think water and liquid. Stomach was sloshing around and reading like you just got to hammer the sodium, the electrolytes there, and that should calm that down. So have a plan for that. Got my electrolytes, the same ones. I got actually a packet in here right now. Mortal Hydration, it's the same one they have in the course. So I've been working that in as well. And then the week leading up, I've been doing my research, so I carb load adequately and not just stuff my face. Apparently, you're supposed to just also, I guess which I guess I knew is like just start cutting fiber out a couple days before, so you keep that digestive system, not going too overdrive on that, so it's nice and calm on race day. So. I'm working on a plan of like, don't eat this and drink this the whole week before to really get it ready and get locked in. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel as physically prepared as I could um, for the training I've done. I'm sure there's all sorts of things I could do to be more physically fit here, but based on my training plan, what I've been doing, I feel pretty good. Um, my goal is really to beat my time from last time, which was 13 hours, 56 minutes. Like if I do 13 hours, 55 minutes, I will be thrilled. Um, Looking at my times from last time, I'm gonna be hard pressed to beat myself on the swim. Um, I don't know what was going on, but I was kind of frying the swim on my last one. Like I don't know, like I have not been able to replicate that speed. I'd probably be like 10 minutes slower. The bike, I'm like realistically the same. I haven't been able to make up much ground. My bikes, I was hoping I could get a little faster on the bike, but it really hasn't happened. Who knows? Maybe flat course, whatever. I'll have it hit it humming, but plan hopefully for that's the same. And last time I had a little bit of stomach issues. Who knows what's going to happen? But it's really then comes down to the run and can muscle through and get to a little bit better timing. We'll see. I hope so. I feel like my running's been pretty good. I'm pretty happy with my cadence, my pace. Like I feel like I can really feel how I'm going. So let's see what happens. Got two pairs of goggles, got the same pair of running shoes in reserve. Wetsuit's good to go. I mean, I've got the spare tire on the bike. So I'm hoping I'm all geared up. I'm debating still what shirt I'm gonna wear when I run. So I've got my bike shirt, my bike jersey, all good to go. Um, but I've battled with shirts, and obviously a couple weeks here. Hopefully it's not too hot, but it's still gonna be warm in Florida. There's gonna be humidity, and when you run for a long time, like the shirts get wet, and then that becomes problems for chafing, whatever. It's just uncomfortable to run in a wet shirt. I've done most of my training just running with no shirt, just because it's easier. I fiddled around with a couple different shirts. Got one from Patagonia the other week that's very light, but even that's not. I haven't like loved it. I'm hoping to stay super dry. Last time I wore like a Under Armour tight shirt, which I still might break out. I'm gonna wear it to run next week and see, just because then there's no rubbing even if it gets wet, it's going to stay in place. Um, so we'll see. That's going to be a game time decision. I'll probably put two or three shirts in my bag and decide. Which maybe isn't ideal. I wish that you could run with no shirt. But that is against the rules. Which is a bummer, but whatever. Yeah, so I'm ready to rock. Um, I'm ready for the race to be here for sure. Like I'm wouldn't say I'm feeling burnt out, but I'm feeling like ready and I'm excited to get some of my weekends back and my kind of days and weekends not revolving around, when am I going to work out and then I need to go to bed and just having a little bit more freedom to do what I want to do. But it's been good and I'm excited to be here. So I will update you all after the race. So thanks to all four and a half of you that have tuned in here and I'll see you soon.